Hey there guys, Vladislav Stishenko is in touch as always. Today in the first part of the video, we will talk about the new launchpad on the Binance exchange and why you should pay attention to it. In the second part of the video, we will analyze another black swan that flies over the cryptocurrency market, and I will share my thoughts on the future price of digital gold. The video will be as always interesting, positive and useful. Right now, put a fat, huge like in advance, and we'll get started. Okay, friends, not even 6 months have passed, but that's how much has passed since the last launchpad on the Binance exchange. Let me remind you that it was Stepan, which made about 40x after listing. Just think about these numbers. On the cryptocurrency winter agenda, we have a new launchpad on the Binance exchange called Hooked Protocol. Well, or you can call it Hook. Hopefully not for investor deposits. So why you should pay attention to this project? The fact is that there has not been a launchpad for a long time. Now Binance is on the hype after the FTX exchange scam. And of course this exchange is pushing its next launchpad, which is about to take place. Next, we will have a listing on December 1st, and let's figure out what kind of project it is in simple words. This is a platform for Web3, on which you can create your applications and services. They already have a demo product, a virtual game where you can stake and mine cryptocurrencies. At first glance, some nonsense. But again, the key here is Binance, and what you can try to speculate. After the listing, I plan to sell the tokens I will receive on the launchpad, and then look at the price. If there is a significantly good correction, I will buy this coin for the long term. According to statistics, many projects like Matic, The Sandbox, and Elrond, released on the Binance launchpad, gave good access over time. Perhaps this project will be no exception. Again, to tread this topic, this investment should be prudent, because right now it's too early to pick up some altcoins. Still again, I'm making some purchases now, based on potential profits and risks. And I think that this project can still be used for a small part of the amount to add, given that we haven't seen a launchpad for a long time, and perhaps the Binance will pleasantly surprise us soon. Now a recommendation for those who still want to participate in the launchpad. You shouldn't do this if you don't have a BNB. There is no need to buy BNB now, because it is high. BNB should have been purchased a couple of years ago, when I recommended it. We bought it for $10. And of course, who continues to hold it now, I think happy. Because even today, BNB is doing well in the bear market. But in this case, to gain positions now, to participate in the launchpad. Guys, for those who will hold 10 or even 50, 100 BNB there will be pennies. So there is no point in taking risks, because there is a chance that if the market goes lower now, BNB can go there as well. Fly upside down, so be careful. For those who hold BNB, as we know, such launchpads are a nice bonus. Unfortunately, they are rare now. But let's hope this launchpad will pass aptly. Let's summarize. After the listing of the Hook coin takes place on December 1st, I will personally track the price and gradually gain a position. I treat this transaction solely as short-term, perhaps medium-term speculation, hoping that Binance will surprise and please some access, because there has been no project on launchpad for a long time. I think they wouldn't add anything. We will wait for the rest of the altcoins because it's too early to buy. And we'll talk about this in the second part of the video. Moving on to the second part of the video, namely the black swans of the cryptocurrency market. No sooner had people set off from one scam called Terra Luna than we received a second one as a gift. A black swan called the FTX exchange. Let me remind you, the story began in early November with investigating such a portal as CoinDesk. Then the whole story was picked up by CZ, who in turn said that he wanted to sell FTP tokens on the market, and then it started. People started ordering money for withdrawal, and there was not enough money for everyone. To date, FTX is bankrupt and has pulled many companies along with a domino effect. One of the last cryptocurrency platforms that tightened the screws and closed the withdrawal to users is BlockFi, AIX, Liquid, and the Genesis platform, which is now convulsing and asking for $1 billion of credit line. Then they moved up to $500 million. $500 million there, $500 million here. Give us money so that we can make a withdrawal and that we have enough liquidity. In general, what conclusions can be drawn from this? Most exchanges and various cryptocurrency services use money as users want. It's like some pyramid into which money has entered, and they start buying yachts, planes, and steamships there, and in turn keep some balance for user payments. Here we have the bank effect. If all depositors come to the bank and request a withdrawal, then there won't be enough money for everyone. In turn, this happened with the FTX exchange, and now the domino effect is happening with other cryptocurrency platforms that also acted in bad faith. To date, there is such a killed shadow of the crypt, distrust and, of course, in particular, on such exchanges and third-party resources, where the money belongs, let's say, not to you, but to some exchange and privateers are not stored with you. What conclusion can be drawn from this? The exchange should be used only to carry out specific trades. Keep there only those amounts that it is not a pity to lose. If you're in some all-in exchange to make it convenient that you can buy some coins, trade or store them, then sooner or later you will be disappointed in the form of scam. I have been in crypto for many years and have already passed many scams of various exchanges, and one of the last if we take the previous bull market. Let's say the before last. This is the Bittrex exchange. At the time she was on top, 2017, Binance was emerging. Most of the coins we used to make access were all on Bittrex, and everything worked clearly. Then the exchange started freezing accounts, asking for the origin of funds, and often no one could confirm the origin of these funds. And technical support responded simply for months. As a result, most people who used this exchange were banned and lost considerable money. Then the scam was attacked by Poloniex. Similarly, the deal froze accounts and asked for the origin of funds, and people could not get money back from there. Hit BTC, Cryptopia, and others. Sooner or later, everything will be a scam. It would be the best if you were ready for this, so treat any such tool, any platform, to a specific project that you use for your purposes. And then, as they say, withdraw money to your accounts, where you have privateers and where you will understand that the money is under your control. The bankruptcy of FTX and other cryptocurrency resources naturally affected the value of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and perhaps, as they say, whether it will still be. My opinion has remained unchanged. If you rewind, I talked about it many videos ago, that the bottom will be somewhere $8,000–9,000 for Bitcoin. Such a squeeze may be, but in general, in principle, this is already the top for a set of positions from $10,000 to $14,000. But today, when Bitcoin is $15,000, I have already begun to use my stable coins, and accordingly, I will continue to do this in case of further immersion. But why am I buying now, even expecting that we have not yet arrived at that long-awaited cherished bottom for the bear market, when the maximum use of my free balance will immediately come? The fact is that the best entry and exit points do not exist. We're in the moment and do not know the future. In hindsight, we can think. We can do it like this, we can buy that, resell 2 or 3 times as many coins. There is still something to do, but often in the present, it doesn't work that way. We only assume, but as they say, God has the market. In turn, buying Bitcoin is no longer a mistake. I understand that I'm starting to do this in case suddenly we don't find ourselves at the bottom that I expect, $9,000 or $8,000. I will already gain some positions, and accordingly these positions will be waiting for a new bull run and to the moon. Therefore, you should always buy for a reduction in parts. In the case for those people who will wait for the very bottom, even if Bitcoin is $10,000, it is possible that many of them will not buy because they will wait for 8 or 9, after which the market will turn around. It is already said that it will be much more challenging to tune in to buy psychologically. I have already been through all these stories for quite a long time. And I remember when the Bitcoin dropped to $3,000 after 20. Then at the moment, people didn't buy $2,000 because then it was so scary for everyone. Everyone thought everything is scam. In the end, those who overcame themselves bought and earned, even on such a fundamental coin as Bitcoin. Those who waited then bought much more expensive, or in some are not in the mood to buy and are still waiting for something. So don't make these mistakes. If there is a free balance of stable coins, you can look at Bitcoin as a long-term investment. It's too early to make any movements on altcoins right now. It is in the mass. Why? Because often when there is a market reversal, liquidity then goes into Bitcoin. The dominance of Bitcoin is growing, and alts are falling. Further, after the Bitcoin gains strength, it will already be possible to expect a particular transition of liquidity towards altcoins and some alt season. So we will wait. And of course, I will share information and useful recommendations on my YouTube channel. Okay, friends, give me your feedback in the comments. Do you like this video and whether it was useful to you? Write what you think about the launchpad on the Binance. Are the axes waiting for us or another cryptocurrency disappointment? Also share your thoughts on the future Bitcoin price. Is a new bottom waiting for us soon? Well, or a long-awaited reversal? It is interesting to read your opinion. If you liked the video, if it was useful to you, put a fat like, subscribe and click the bell. In the description, there is a link to my Telegram channel. I'm posting a lot of valuable, interesting, useful information there. It is necessary to be there. Thank you all so much for watching, good luck and goodbye.